Hi, I'm Janelle Breeze-Biagioni. I'm the CEO of the Constable Gerald Breeze Center for Traumatic Life Losses. I'm back with Barb Butler. Barb has been part of our planning committee for the Heads Together think tank and was an inspirational, important person to be on that. And we do have another recording that you can check out, which explains why Barb, who's from Saskatchewan, was asked to be part of a British Columbia event. But on this segment, Barb, I wanted to ask you about survivors. And as a survivor of brain injury and your own journey, which has been, had its own challenges and inspirations and all of that, what would be the one thing that you would offer or encourage survivors to do, something that they can do at home that's easy, accessible, and could actually change their perspective on life?
What I've been asking them to do lately, and this is definitely not my idea, but it comes from a book that I know you've read called Finding Your Cape. I'll read you the other part when I put on my glasses. How to course correct and achieve greatness when things don't go as planned. And it's written by Mary McHale. She has a podcast. I would encourage you to look her up. Janelle will give you the coordinates for that after. The interesting part of that is that when life doesn't go as planned, you have to remember that you have a cape. Well, when you have a brain injury, life has not gone as you had planned it. None of us have planned to have a brain injury. So you need to figure out, okay, I have to course correct. I have to find a new path to go on. And in her book, Mary talks about finding your cape and asks her audience, what is your cape? And how does your cape help you to go on day to day? And Janelle and I would talk about our capes. Janelle, maybe what's your cape like?
So yesterday I was listening to Mare's podcast, and she was talking about that. I think it was Simone, her editor, was on and said to her, what does your cape look like? And I envisioned mine right away and knew that I'm all about the bling, that there'd be lots of sparkle and glitter to it, but pretty sure the inside of it is pretty shredded just from the things that I've been through. And not to say that that's a bad thing, but it really represented to me what I know is that, when we heal, we still have scars and we still have those, pieces of our life that have changed us. And certainly with Mare, the thing that I connected with her too is that she was widowed. We were both widowed at, I think, the same age, 33 years old. And it was life-changing, her book for me too. But I do see my cape as being pretty sparkly, a little bit shredded on the inside. How about you? What's your cape like?
I have several capes. I have my Nana cape, and I put on my Nana cape when my granddaughter comes over, and my Nana cape allows me to be a child again and get down at her level and play with her. I have other capes. I think I had my Janelle meeting on Zoom this morning cape that allows me to know that what I have to say is important and that I am a valued member of the project.
That's great. Thank you. So I do want to encourage people to check out Mare's work. So you can find her on Facebook under Redhead Mare's Marathoners, and it's MARE. What was interesting was Barb has been part of this group for a long, long time, read the book a long time ago, always kind of thought about connecting me with Mare, but we didn't get to that point. I stumbled on the book on Audible. Then my nieces were here and I mentioned it and they're like, oh my goodness, we know her. She lives right in their town where they live in the Okanagan. So they connected me with her. So I've had a Zoom session with Mare and very interested in her work and what she's doing to help people heal their broken heart too. So encouraging everybody, survivors, family members, but anybody of interest to find their own strengths to check out Mare's book and her Facebook page and her podcasts, and it's all great. So the other thing I want to say is that for survivors and family members, like, put on your cape and come to our think tank sessions because they're super important. Your voice is needed. We are looking at the intersections of mental health, addiction, and brain injury. It's very exciting, but your voice is needed. We need people to say, what's working for them, what's not working, what's tricky, all of those things. So head on over to www.headstogetherthinktank.com and register for our events. You'll hear Barb and her daughter speaking at our October 20th event. And then on the website, you can join groups, and the survivors have a private group, the family members have a private group, and then the rest of them are all public. You can join by region, and we do have one for people outside of British Columbia, because this initiative will go to a national level, and so we want to hear across the country. So put on your cape and come on over on October 20th and hear Barb speak, and look up Mayor McHale's work. She's fabulous, and Barb and I are, her, big cheering section right now. So head on over and check that out. Thanks, Barb.
You're welcome.